is turning, this is redemption's hour. In the midst of a world lost for love, you are all we have now. The lost returning, salvation is all around. In the midst of a world broken down, you are all we have now. For you are God and this whole.
Hi, hello. My name is Ryan. I'm from Victory, specifically our campus. My campus is Mabua Intramuros. Expectation for this seminar is I really expect wisdom and knowledge from the speakers that would really guide me throughout my life.
Hi, my name is Berlin. I'm from Polytechnic University of the Philippines, taking up BS Electronics and Communications Engineering. I expect from this seminar is to learn from their story of these successful people and how can I apply it as I graduate from the campus.
Hi, I'm Marlo from BUP. I'm expecting a lot to learn, especially from this, from the speakers. Around kind of leadership and expecting to be a great leader after this.
I'm expecting to learn practical tips regarding leadership that I could apply as a future part of the industry.
Good morning, I'm Joanna from Marvin. Well, I'm expecting to get information on how they did it regarding leadership and from the key people from the industry.
My expectation in this seminar is that as a young leader, as a student leader, some leadership mindsets, leadership wrong mindsets that I have to be broken.
The impact of the seminar. Miss Universe, well, siguro one of the things that I believe that the audience can get out of this is first having different perspectives of what leadership and success is all about, because leadership and success have many angles and faces to it. No? So it's good that we have different speakers. I believe we're 9th day, and as they come into this seminar, I believe that they will get a hold of that and be fulfilled by knowing what success is all about. So in different scenarios, different angles, because the speakers, like myself, I have a different perspective on what success is all about. So by giving testimonies and stories, they would know that it's achievable. You know, you can be a successful person. So I think they'll come out inspired and successful. Yeah.
Something where they can learn from different experiences of people, real people, real stories, where they can see what lifestyle would fit them, how they can grow from it, how can they learn from the mistakes of other people, and how it can benefit them in the future.
I think the impact of this seminar to the audience is very hard to measure right now. I think the impact is great because they're receiving great information, and so I know the impact is going to be really good. I think when people receive this much good information, they have to take it home and process it and realize how they're going to apply it in their life. The impact is high impact for sure, but I think right now I haven't spoken to enough people to actually hear all of their feedback, but just from what I've heard, it's things that are practical, that are usable right now, and that'll help anybody and everybody in their particular field of vocation or expertise.
I think the Success and Leadership Summit will help a lot of people, specifically these people coming to the audience, because it's I think it's one of the best opportunities where you gather people from different industries sharing their success stories. And I think they will benefit from it as far as knowledge is concerned. But at the end of the day, when they go out and go back to their respective places, I guess it will be a matter of taking action. So the challenge for the participants, aside from the impact, the powerful impact that this seminar can actually give to the people, to the audience, is that are they going to take action? And by that, I mean it's personal choice for these people. They will have to choose to work it out, because at the end of the day, we can just tell inspiration, stories. At the end of the day, we can only say so much, but it will be them who will be in the best position to really make use of what they have learned from the seminar.
Well, I think since a lot of the speakers are speaking from practical experience, it has a great impact on the audience. They can easily apply it in their own lives. I don't think the messages are difficult to understand. So I think it has a great impact on the audience's lives.
Yeah, if you join a seminar like this, I really believe it's really up to you to get what you want to get out of this. You have different speakers that come from different backgrounds, they have all kinds of information, but really it's up to you to get the heart of this seminar. If you are here to receive something, then you'll get something. But if you're here just to be here, then maybe not. How much of that information that you hear today did you really get? Can you really say, I'm going to apply that in my life? I think really and truly, the success of this seminar is what you apply in your life after.
That young and old, I'm the only white-haired man around, but I see a lot of young people that we can be one in loving God, loving our country. That the best way for me to honor God is to build a nation that truly honors God.
Most significant thing, perhaps with me, is that success can take many forms, and you don't have to have everything to become successful. You can have limited resources to just start something, and also what I would like to share later on is to just show the public that you can start with small beginnings. It always is like that. So we do despise the days of small beginning, and every opportunity that comes your way is preparation time for you. So preparation time is never waste of time. So that's something that I will discuss in this conference.
It's my experience with finance. Because I really want every Filipino to have a sense of saving and investing, that they don't spend everything. Like a certain portion of their money gets invested, gets saved, gets put into a means that they don't lose everything in terms of money.
I think the most significant thing that I can impart to the audience is just proven principles that will cause them to be effective personally and particularly in the area of leadership. I feel like there is a giant on the inside of every single person, and that giant just needs to be released. And it's my hope that with all the other great speakers, I can add something to the curriculum today to help unlock that person within, so they can be so effective, be the best they can be, and do more than they ever dreamt or imagined.
I think at the end of the day, it will boil down to their values and beliefs. I think success is pretty much dependent on how much value you can give to the marketplace. By that I mean, it's a continuous exchange of value. Are these people valuable enough to get what you need? Because at the end of the day, if they are not valuable enough, I don't think how much you aim and dream about success will bring you. So it boils down to the exchange of value. So the question is, how valuable they are. If there's anything, one message that I can tell them is the very idea of adding value to oneself. Because it's only adding value to yourself that you can actually apply to your bank account as far as finances are concerned. So go out there. If you want something, go out there. Don't just sit, raise your hand and say, I want it. Go out there, stand up, take a walk and then do something about it. Because we can always dream as much as we can. It's free for everybody. It's free. Everybody has the ability to dream, but our ability to dream bigger dreams does not make us better than anybody else. Everybody can dream. But our willingness to take action to get the dream, it's really the benchmark, the standard which people should actually know.
The way I make decisions, it's basically a guideline that I gave the audience of how I did it. And they can apply it in their lives as well. We make decisions every day, but these decisions have impacts on our lives.
Basically, if you heard my message today, I basically was saying just one overall theme. Basically, I was saying your future is in the words that you speak. Your words have an impact towards your future. So if you believe that you will be successful, guess what? You will be successful. But if you continuously with your words speak down on yourself, talk bad about the situation, and say to yourself, nothing will ever happen to me, then nothing will ever happen to you. You need to change your mind frame and your mind setting so that you can be on top and not below.
That this is the best time that God make a mistake when He made me a Filipino. That He must have a wonderful plan. That He gave us this beautiful country, and that's important for us that we don't squander it.
If you don't understand how people think, probably you don't have the chance to know how your life is. I tell you something, if you take care of the good things, the bad things will. If you take care of the bad things, the good things will take care of themselves. Just drink a lot and drive, you did it. A good person dead because he's drunk. You're a good person, at the same time you're careless, now you're dead. If you want to fail, the only ingredient is carelessness. So next time around, I think the very advice that I can give you, the very idea first that I can give you, is that in failure, you don't have to be bad to fail. You just have to be fearless. So I think the advice that I can give, always be careful.
When we were renewing our contract with, for instance, PPI Family Band, no? And we were doing the pitch again, because every year we had to do that. We had to compete with other PR companies to win their contract. The Vice President called me, and he told me, hi Leigh, you know what? I have good news for you. We are renewing our contract with you. Kasi alam mo Leigh, ang feeling namin, kakampi niyo ang Diyos. That's what he told us. Again, that's not something that business or decision makers in the business world would, just continue, just abide in. They would logically go with who's cheaper, who's bigger, who's more effective, But I'm not saying that we're not all that also, okay? But what they saw in us is that they knew that God was on our side, okay? So this is something that I just want you don't have to be perfect for God to be on your side. What I would like to share with you is that even now, God is on your side, whether you know it or not. Okay? You come to me with a sword, with a spear, and with a javelin. But I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of armies of Israel, whom you have defiled. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand, and I will strike you and take your head from you. Quite graphic, no? So it's good. You read the Bible being creative. Okay, and this day I will give
the carcasses of the camp of the Philistines to the birds of the air and the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel. Okay? It may be hard to understand, but this is simply my point. A lot of you may have thought that it was the stone that David used to kill Goliath. But really, it was him knowing that God has his back. That's the reason why he was able to kill a giant. You know, in our daily operations in the office, we are not a perfect company. Okay? I think no company is perfect. But when we know and we focus on the fact that we have the backing of God on us, the boldness just to come up against and win the giants just comes to us. You know, and then we just continue on working and going higher and deeper in our profession. So
we can be successful with money, we can be a successful lawyer, can be a successful businessman, and that success for me is in this world. But to be known as successful by God is the ultimate success. With that, my topic today is it can be. Yeah, it can be. Whether in this world or in the next world, you can be successful.
Icons, they're inspiring, they're popular, they're strong, they're leaders. People regard that as success. Do you agree? But what I want to tell you is different. That's not success. That's only a delusion of success. You know why? You don't know why? May piso rin akong lalabas. It's a false notion of success. Because what you see that Michael Jordan is doing, what you see Warren Buffett is doing, for me, it's just a fruit. What you see as success right now is just a byproduct of what was in those people. They all see it as a dotted arrow. They all see it as a destination. That for me to be successful, I have to come this high, I have to do this, I have to do that. Instead of seeing success as a goal, see success as part of who you are. Success is not a destination, it's not a place where you go to. It's part of who you are. It's something that you don't attain, but it's something that's God-given.
What it takes to be a good leader. Point number one is this: to be a good leader, you need to be a good follower. It is a prerequisite of being a leader. If you have never stood behind someone, then you are not qualified to stand in front of anyone. But there used to be a myth back in, the early part of the 70s and so on and so forth that would suggest that the people who were leaders, they were born that way, and if you weren't born that way, then you could not be a leader. That, my friend, is not true. Leadership exists on the inside of each and every one of you. There is latent, untapped potential for you to lead and have influence in the sphere of vocation that you are in right now. How many of you would believe that today? The poorest man in the world is not the one who does not have a cent, but the poorest man in the world is one who has no vision. It's important that we have vision. A vision is mental sight. It's a dream. It's a goal. It's you seeing something when you close your eyes of what could be the possibilities that exist that are around you. See, sometimes opportunities are all around you and they stand silently waiting for you to discover them, but oftentimes we walk right by them because we're not looking for them. We're looking for somebody else to do something else. Vision establishes direction. It provides direction for you. And leadership is all about taking people toward something, toward a goal, toward and to a destination. And without vision, you're just taking a walk in circles. It's important to have vision so that you know where you're going. Passion. If you're going to be a good leader, it takes passion. Passion. I love this. I love this because it's you can see somebody and they might even be doing the wrong thing, but they're passionate about it, and they'll get people to buy into what they're doing simply because they're passionate about it. Locate the area of your passion. I'm good at. What do I do well? But find out what you do well and go with that. Sometimes we try to be a jack of all trades and we never become a master of one. What gives me the greatest reward? Listen very carefully. I didn't ask you what gives you the most money. I asked you what gives you the greatest reward. Once you discover what gives you the greatest reward, the money will follow. Is a desire to serve. The greatest display of leadership is service. See, vision is the head of leadership. For it comes through the eyes. It's what you see. It's what you can imagine. It's what you can dream. But the heart of leadership is service. It's the ability to motivate others. If there are no people and you're standing by yourself, you have no one to lead. You're just going on a walk. You're not leading. And so leadership is about people. So when it comes to people, you have to find out what makes people motivated, what makes them tick. If there are no people and you're standing by yourself, you have no one to lead. You're just going on a walk. You're not leading. And so leadership is about people. So when it comes to people, you have to find out what makes people motivated, what makes them tick. My last point, I'm going to come to a close. You have to create the right environment. Leaders have the responsibility to create the right environment.
You need to understand words, okay? Words produce thoughts. And these thoughts now will begin to produce your imagination. You start seeing things, right? Imagination now begins to produce spoken words. You're going to begin to speak what you imagine. You're going to begin to speak what you believe. Now those spoken words that you have released with your mouth, those spoken words now will now produce, are you ready? Your future. The future. And it all began with some words. That's why it's so important for me to read some good words. These good words will help my imagination so I can have a better future ahead.
Really is how you live your life as a person, not just as a professional. How did I do it? Doing it requires action, and action requires decision. And your decisions will determine your future and your faith.
That working with Gawad Kalinga to bring people out of poverty is a good business decision because it enhances buying power and expands the market base. This is the Asian age. This is the Asian age, and all roads now lead to Asia. But Asia is not only China, it is also the Philippines.
Because efficiency management really is all about building people up. It's all about adding value to people that it creates a sense of after they attend a seminar or a session or a summit, that they get something, that they grow, or as an individual or as a person, that it benefits their career, it benefits their life in general.
As an events company, and as a company also that, as far as I know about EMC, they're into management consultancy as well. I believe that by gathering people who have gone there, talking about different companies, I believe EMC is also doing stock market training and investments. That in itself, educating the public on what matters these days, I believe is very important. So I believe EMC is playing a very big role in contributing to the society, to the market, as young as they are.
What is relevant is completely relevant. I think this was designed with everyone who's attending in mind, and it was meant not to be theory, but it was meant to be very practical. You can see that in the lineup of the speakers that have been asked to speak. You can also see that in the theme, how they did it, because it's relative, because it's personal. It's coming from people's life's experience and things they've learned throughout the years. So the topics are meaningful, the speakers are personal, and the presentations are powerful.
Efficiency Management is a company that can only ignite the passion. It's a company that can initiate the process of life change. It's a company that can initiate the process of getting on your feet to actually achieve whatever it is that you want in life. but the journey will be up for the people to do. So the realization of it doesn't lie in the we can only teach you, we can only share our stories, we can only inspire, motivate you. But at the end of the day, you will be out there and you will be in your own journey.
I think Effusions Management is doing these types of seminars to improve the quality of life maybe for some of these people. To improve their businesses, to improve their own personal life, to improve their family lives, to improve them as a person. So these teachings, these informations are there so that one can learn and one can succeed in the future. And I think Effusions Management wants to see a very successful Philippines in the future.
Well, the organizers were able to select good speakers. And I think that would that really has a big impact on the effectivity of the seminar. The material of those speakers are crucial to studying success. And of course, the attractiveness to the audience. So the organizers do a very good job.
And I think they've been very efficient and they have been very enthusiastic. So I guess it's important that we have more and more of these events that focus on conveying values as a way of transforming the lives of people and also transforming society. Because we have to build a nation on solid values.
Actually, before I saw it in the sa Facebook, yung leadership summit, I'm excited now kasi I am also a leader sa church, youth leader, and as well as a campus leader. Nakatawa na kasi na-equip ka and na-train ka as a leader, not just, ayun nga, yung kanina sa topic, to be an effective leader, you should have the passion, and that passion should not be being forced by someone na gawin mo to, but it comes from your heart, the burning passion na I want to be a leader, not just for influence, but to lead young people towards that goal. Kaya ayun, na-meet yung expectation ko na about sa topic na maging as an effective leader. Then, even to share my knowledge, yung knowledge na nakuha ko dito to my fellow youth.
The expectation that has been met is that as a leader, I don't need to be careful what I'm doing because personally, as a leader, I have these fears to be corrected by other leaders. And being fearful makes me paralyzed in what I'm doing. So, as what Speaker Lloyd said, you are fearful in what you're doing, you will be paralyzed. And I believe that's the expectation that is personally for me. And I'm ready to apply it in the sphere of influence that I do, so that as a leader, I can be what I want to be.
Yung mga in-expect ko po dito sa seminar ano po ba talaga yung importance in leadership? And one thing that I learned here is to have that clear vision in being a leader. And once you have that vision, yun yung start to lead. And you get that vision from the words that you can say. Good example po is the word of God. If you intake that good word in you will just speak it. And once you speak it out, you will have that clear vision. And once you have that clear vision, you will be able to